Neighborhood Reinvestment's job back in 1978 and beyond was to start small organizations in neighborhoods that needed reinvestment. So we stand on the shoulders of Dorothy Richardson, who was the founder of our national network. So in Los Angeles, that committee was comprised of Jennifer Taub, Bob Perez, and Chris Mojica Gomez. And that was the staff from the corporation. But the neighbors were people like Mary Trotter, Rachel Knight, Jonathan Washington, Gregory Franks, Dorothy Cole, Senor Martinez, and others who loved on the communities. So many of them have gone on now. 40 years later, we can talk about the work of founders. Every neighborhood had founding members, and so you had this very diverse group of residents who were committed to their community. Senor Martinez was in East LA. Dorothy Cole, Rachel Knight, Mary Trotter, Albert Hudson, who was a bank president, were all in Vernon Central. Then you had people in Crenshaw, and some of those people, Sharon Butler, Luis Sagoon, some of our honorees, and others made sure NHS was okay. In San Pedro, John Watson, Elia Bull, these were people who made sure that NHS had a chance to get started. Mary Trotter was essential to Vernon Central back in the late 1980s when I met her. Because one, she was a single mom, Black, 3 daughters, working hard. She was defying the odds, coming from tough spaces in the Vernon Central neighborhood, and knowing that it was okay for her to speak up made Mary the kind of person you wanted always involved. And so I remember how impressed I was the day she interviewed me for the administrative job that was open in the neighborhood. And she was the youngest person there, the most fiery. She said, well, I know enough to know I live here and I own my home. So I get to have a voice, and I will have one.
Our motto was, don't move, improve. The main vision was to help homeowners be able to repair and replace things that they needed to have a home that was comfortable and safe. And Laura then took it to another level. We were just excited for what it was going to do. We hoped that it would continue, but we had no knowledge of how far it would go.
We know that NHS would not be here had it not been for people like Mary and others who cared from the heart and demanded having a voice. Power never concedes without a demand. It never has, and it never will.